Alright, chaps. Oh, not getting any sound. Oh, we are getting sound. This is the battle. Or is it not actually loading the battle? It is loading the battle. Good days. I wasn't really 100% sure. These replays are a bit rickety. But this is the battle. 2,000 experience points, which I think is a record for me. I don't think I've ever earned 2,000 base experience points in a battle before. And as you can see, I was under-tiered. You know, there wasn't... I was tier 8. There was tier 10s in this battle. And it was this bloody map as well. Which... despite me scoring it on this map, it still hasn't actually made this my favourite map. Let's be clear on that. So this is me just looking around to see, well, who's with me? I've got a Cossack up there and a North Carolina behind me. Okay, fine. I mean, the Carolina's only tier 8, but, you know, what the hell. So I think the Cossack is as well. So all of us tier 8s are stuck on this side. But, you know, light cruiser I'm in. I'm not charging forward with the Cossack. Hell with that. Unfortunately, the RPF is going to be fairly meaningless until a bit later. It's telling me that the nearest enemy to be is straight ahead. Well, you know, duh. So, you know, it's the beginning part of the battle. It's not like World of Tanks. It actually takes a bit to get into position. But, needless to say, I'm loading high explosive, of course. I don't think I used armor piercing in any point in the battle. Soviet light cruiser, why would you? So yeah, just checking other people following me. A number of times I've had that. I've gotten paranoid in random battles. It's like people sort of started following me. Are they still following me, or am I just being hung out to dry here? God knows that's happened before. So I'm sort of checking behind me, like, are they still there? So we're all tier 8s down here, and there's a Pommern, so fantastic. That's a 9, which probably isn't too bad. And a Hipper, which I can show a decent amount of respect for because it's a heavy and I'm on the light. Well, I'm behind an island. Other than that, I'd love to. But I figure I can get a cheeky couple of shots off of that Pommern. Just because. You know, he's doing Sea Destroyer fire at Destroyer. And my dreadful marksmanship's coming into the fore here. Really not very good. Oh, hello. I'm busy concentrating on a battleship, and there's a bloody destroyer right there, a Ragnar no less. Let's put some shot into him whilst I'm turning away, because if those battleship guns turn towards me, I'm buggered. I just gave that Ragnar a good spanking. 10 hits with HE. Trouble is I didn't actually see how much damage it did, so I just turned my radar on. Unfortunately, the radar was a bit wasted because the destroyer I was hoping to finish off with the radar was actually just buggering off after the bitch slapping I gave him. So, yeah, that was a waste of a radar. I should have held back. And there you go. Radar out, destroyer gone. There's somebody who's still there, though, the old Pommern. See if we can set that bugger on fire. Well, objective achieved. He's on fire. You can see up there the damage counter's ticking over. So, yeah, I'll put my fire out. I'm not taking any fire, so I've got some time to burn off. Meanwhile, it's a minor matter of that Kiev. He needs to go. Start spraying some shots around, see what hits and what doesn't. I like his camo, by the way, that Kiev. He pulled one on me. I thought he was going to turn around and head directly away from me, but he stopped halfway and moved back, which is actually quite cheeky, really. Yeah, I managed to land one hit on him, but to be honest... Meanwhile, I'm aware of the fact that I'm being shot at, but I'm not sure what by. I think it was actually the Ragnar. I can't put that fire out because my damage control's on cooldown. And there's the bloody Vladivostok, whose main cannons, thankfully, are pointing somewhere else. Because the Vladivostok 16-inch guns would go right through my bows, halfway up the ship, and explode nicely right in the middle. So, yeah, hell with that. Anyway, let's put the bugger on fire again. I'm saying concentrate on the Ragnar. I'd love to. As it is, there's the Pommern. Yep, set on fire again. Gotta love those Soviet shells. There we go. Oh, hello, our Pommern's come up ahead of me here, and he's starting to duel the Vladivostok, which actually suits me fine. I'll take that shit. I'm just going forward at a quarter throttle here, and then start reversing back. I'm just going to stick my nose out, try and set this Vladivostok on fire, and then clear off again. Again caught fire. HE shells are doing me proud today. There's another one to add to his collection. And he might be turning his guns towards me. I couldn't quite tell in the fires, but it didn't do him any good because I'm reversing back behind this island. So if he wants to try and hit the little guy first, he's out of luck because I'm not playing that game. Now I'm going to nip ahead again. I want to basically... My thinking being basically, once he fires his main cannons at that Pommern, I'll stick my nose out and take a few cheeky shots at him again. Because why not? Pommern's fired its torpedoes. You can see them in the water up ahead. There's the Vladivostok again. Now his guns are pointing towards the Pommern. So... Oh, that wasn't me, by the way. I know that damage went down when my shells landed, but trust me, I didn't do that damage. The Pommern did. Would be that my guns could do that damage to a bloody battleship. But anyway, I claim the kill, which I don't feel any shame in doing. I bloody almost burnt the thing to the waterline anyway. I don't know why that guy's upset in chat, and I don't actually care. Yeah, we need to dispose of this bloody Kiev. I'm thinking that lot might hit him hard. It did. I'm not going to claim the kill on this, and I don't care. It's a random battle and somebody's killed a destroyer. I'm happy. Yeah, it left me facing completely the wrong way, actually. I was turning this way to try and bring my guns to bear on that thing, and now I'm basically heading towards the edge of the map. So I just basically carry on and turn it into a full 360. So 78,000 points of damage, 111 gun hits, 6 fires, a kill, and we're ahead 5 kills to 1. Although we're not as head in points as I'd like us to be because it's, yeah, the cap thing took us a bit long on sea. So the enemy Ragnar's down there, trying to stealth shoot the battleships, which is something they can do. They can actually shoot at them with those Ragnar guns of theirs that are ranged that even after you fire the guns, the battleships can't even see them. I've got 2 charges of my radar left. I'm just seeing... Okay, so there's that hipper. I'm not even sure if it's... Did the enemy have 2 hippers? No, they didn't. So it's the same one I saw earlier then. He's coming back this way. So I figure I'd just hit him a bit. Bash him up before I go behind. Again, cheeky shots. To be honest, I'm not going to be doing as much as some of that fire is going to do. It does look like the hipper is actually the nearest one to me, not the Ragnar. Oh, someone's just bitch slapped him. So he goes dark, basically, because we're in a cyclone. I'm not having it. I turn my radar on. Everybody was already shooting at the hipper when they lost sight of him, so everyone's probably still got their guns on the hipper. I figure if I light him up again, more people than just me will shoot at the bugger. And there you go. Sure enough. There's more shots coming in on that hipper. He probably thought he'd gone dark in the Cyclone, and I've just lit him up. Now, not for very long, admittedly. I fired a few speculative shots there. I'll pull the Dave. Yeah, I know. I admit it. I wasn't looking where I was going. Oh, look, I made 8 hits and scored 2 fires with that last salvo. I'll take a pranging on the island for it. Honestly, I'll take the pranging. There's the hipper. What's left of him? He's just been put down by the Cossack. I got Witherer, which apparently is scores 60,000 points of damage in fire and flood damage, which, given the fact that I've not fired a single torpedo, I think we can assume was fire damage. So that's rubbed an enemy heavy cruiser off the board, but then we start taking heavy losses here. The gearing went down and the FDG went down, and then we just lost the Cossack to burning to the hipper, the one that he smoked earlier. Obviously he got set on fire, so that's not helping, but we're still ahead on kills and we're only just ahead on points. Plus that Ragnar still pissing off the battleships down here. Now it's at this point that I remember that the Ragnar doesn't actually have torpedoes, and I'm in a cruiser. So they're moving away from the Ragnar because they're thinking I'm fed up of trying to find something that I can't see and is shooting at me constantly. I don't have such a disadvantage. Plus, 40 seconds from now, once I get down to that area, I've got a radar. So I'm figuring, sod it, I'll take the Ragnar off the board. Turns out I didn't need the radar. Silly Burger just carried on coming towards for the purposes of trying to take down those battleships. And yeah, that's another fire I've just caused to add to the collection. But he ain't going to last long under my... You can see the damage I'm doing. I mean, other people are shooting at him now. But, I mean, come on, seriously. Here's a salvo of 12 shots just into him. Bye-bye Ragnar. And I did that safe in the knowledge that he couldn't torpedo me. So, that's removed him. So they're down to 3 now. We've managed to stretch our lead back up to, you know, pocket change short of 200 points. And someone, no idea who, has managed to actually cap B. I've spent all my time over here in the C area. But yeah, battle's going well. 150 main cannon hits, 10 fires, 2 kills, the Witherer award for basically burning both the Vladivostok and the hipper. 111,900 points of damage to my name. So yeah, at this point I'm thinking, okay, there's 3 of them left and 7 of us. I don't want to win hard, but I don't want them making a push back in to try and nick the B cap either. There's islands here to hide behind. And anyway, someone just took the Tirpitz off the board anyway, so... Although we lost a Moskva in return. But, you know, at the moment, we're in a position where we could exchange. If I end up burning somebody again to the point where they're nearly dead, but I lose my ship in the process, it's not going to be a bad exchange, is it? But yeah, there's a brisk gunfight going on over there, but because I'm in the Cyclone, I can't see most of what's going on. As you can see from the little icon there, visual range is still on the 8K. I still have 1 charge left on my radar. So I'm just sneaking around, nosing between islands, thinking, well, if there's anybody here I can shoot at, I'm going to fucking shoot at them. Down goes the Colbert. I mean, if it was his secondary fire, which means if a French cruiser was trying to brawl a Napoli, I'll let you draw your own conclusions on that one. Yeah, it goes a bit quiet here at this point. We're at near the end now. I mean, down goes the Iowa. Got torpedoed by the Yu Yang. Deep water torpedoes, they'll get the job done. And someone on our team, probably the Yu Yang, in fact I can see it on the map, it is the Yu Yang, is flipping A. So this battle's won. And we've still got 300 more points to accumulate, and there's still just under 6 minutes left in the battle. So So there's loads of time left. So I know somebody's shooting at something. So I fire up the radar, and there, sure enough, is the Napoli. So let's try and set that bugger on fire then. He's shooting at something else. My marksmanship again is bloody terrible. I can't believe I managed to actually do this on such terrible marksmanship. I'm flipping myself around like that because I'm trying to bring the rear guns into action. I'll try and spam him before the radar runs out. Although I seem to be at the Cyclone now, so he's on fire. He's also gone out of sight. But there's my last shots going there. Unseen. Boom. So, I mean, here's the final score. I mean, that last kill was a little bit fortunate, but even so, 2,090 base experience point, plus the Witherer achievement, 3 kills, and yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before. It was a good result. I'm very pleased with it anyway. But, yeah, just I'll catch you guys anon. Take care.